Hello students, this is Miss Crane. I am here to give you a little bit of a tutorial on Pictochart. I will be the first to tell you that I am not an expert, but it is a really cool website that you can use to create all of these items here: infographics, presentations, posters, reports, flyers, social media pages, and like websites and things like that. So the first thing, you can see my old project is here. I'll show you that here in a minute. But you're going to create a new vision board, and probably the easiest thing to do would be just to click on poster, because then it's going to be similar to like an 8x10 poster or a sheet of paper. Now they do have a bunch of templates you can use, and that's fine. You can definitely start from a blank template, which is what I like to do because I like to create my own stuff. And I'll show you all the options that you have here when you're doing this. So when you click on graphics, you'll see you have shapes, icons, etc., etc. I like to start with the background. And so you can scroll down and you can choose really any background that you want. With your, think about your goal setting and some of your goals that you want to have in your life. If you want to play basketball, some kids like to use the hardwood floor because it mimics basketball. Just whatever background you choose, you want to make sure that it's not super busy, because that could also detract from what you're trying to do. But if you did want to use a busy background, something like this, that is very busy. When you create text boxes, you're probably going to want to keep your text boxes a solid color. And I can show you how to do that as well. But they do have some really cool backgrounds that you can utilize in the program. So bricks, I'm not sure why the stars aren't coming up, but so anyway, you can use some really cool backgrounds. So if you scroll all the way down, there are just so many to choose from, and hopefully you'll find one that you like. You could go with more solid colors as well. So you can play with the background a little bit, and once you find a background that you like, you can stick with that. So let's go ahead and use this busy background because I can show you some things that you can do to make it pretty cool. Again, as you're working, it's always a good idea to click save, because it's not like your Google Drive. It does not necessarily save automatically. Okay, so you've got graphics here, shapes and icons. These look like they seem pretty boring, but in actuality, let's go with the heart here. You can drag it on over. You can make these any color you want. So you can click here and you can mess with the fill color. If you want to go with more of a solid background, even something like that, there you go. And then I can add in some text as well. And label my, label my heart. Maybe I want to use the title. And let's just do this. So notice I clicked on title. It moves it to the center of the page. Maybe I'm going to call it Miss, whoopsie. Let's get rid of their font here. Not sure why that's doing that. Ms. Crane's Vision Board. And I can mess with the font later. Maybe I have another one underneath there. So let's just click on it here. And we should be able to get that little 4 square thing going on. Let's go here. Sorry guys, there we go. Well, it should slide. My computer tends to be a little touchy these days. Got a new laptop I'm still getting used to, so I apologize for that. So let's go Ms. Crane's Vision Board. Okay. And then I can always shrink this down. You guys know how to do that. You're probably a lot better at it than I am. And drag it on up. And then you can kind of give it a tilty tilt if you want to, make it fancy. Okay, super cool, super fancy. One of the things I do want to show you, so when you go to graphics, I use that boring old heart. I made it my own and I added text over it. They do have some illustrations. So, if you're seeing something that you want to add to your image or your plans, you can do that. So I can make this a little bit bigger. However, since it is on a busy background, I may want to go back up to shapes, and let's just use a square here. And I'm going to make this square a different color. So let's fill that square. My image has a lot of blue and red in it, it looks like. Let's just make it a lighter gray color here. And notice when I drag this over, it's not, it's going under the image. And I want this image to be behind the other one. So I think I can reorder those, and I can push one to the back. So see here, I can arrange, and it says send to the back. So I'm going to send it to the back. And then I can put this little guy over it, and I can adjust the size of my square to make sure my whole entire graphic is on there. Boom. Nice. Now I've got a little dog walking picture because I like to hang out with my dogs and walk them. So when you look at design components, again, you can create lists if you want to make a list view. It's got little, squares. You can edit all this content in here. So if you wanted to do your health triangle in this kind of format, you can add images for physical health, social health, mental, emotional health. You can label those, keeping true to the contents of the assignment. So I could actually move this guy over, put him over this, and call it my physical health portion. And then there's also uploads. You can upload different images. So I've got, I'm a Bitmoji fool. I love my Bitmojis. So I can use all of these Bitmojis in my upload section. So I can upload images there. If I want to browse images that I have saved to my computer, if you want to actually put in images of you and your friends, you and your family doing different things, you can definitely click on browse images, and you can upload those from your computer. Again, we talked about backgrounds, text. Let's go back to text, because text has a ton of stuff you can do here. So let's say one of your goals is to open a coffee shop, or some other profession. You can add in a ton of these images. And let's keep scrolling down. I'm going to go real fast here because look here. Maybe you like camping. Boom. Hiking club. There's a cool little image there you can add in. So they've got lots of really cool graphics, so you can make a really awesome poster. Here's when you scroll down far enough, you get to some of your sports and activities. Here you've got them in blue. So they've got cheerleader. Some of you love dance. Squash, hey, racing, all sorts of cool stuff. But they've got basketball, they've got, volleyball, all sorts of different sports. And then if you even scroll down, I'm going to scroll down super fast, you guys, because I want to keep this short and sweet. So yeah, say you want to own a coffee shop when you get older. Boom. There's a little coffee icon you can add to your poster. The goal of your vision board is I want it to be something that you could look at every day, and you can say, yep, I'm keeping my eye on the prize. So let's talk about, let me save this one. And then let's go back to the dashboard because I want to show you my old one. So Miss Crane's getting up there. I am close to getting the ability to retire. And so I'm thinking about a second career doing real estate. So my vision board looks like this. My name, obviously. My long-term goal is to continue my successful rental business, start on a new career after I retire from teaching, and in 10 years build my business so I can buy a property on the beach and a property in the mountains. That sounds wonderful to me. Okay, so there is my goal. I have my short-term goals that are specific and measurable that get me to my long-term goal. That's part of your assignment that you are going to be putting on your vision board. Here is my triangle. Notice I have a big square here that I made with a different color to match my border. And for my physical side of my triangle, I uploaded some Bitmojis. This girl loves to sleep and rest. I love to listen to music and walk. I love to play volleyball, and I like to do some yoga. My mental emotional, well, look, guys, it overlaps. I like to rest. That's good for my mental emotional health. I like to read. I like to meditate or do my yoga, and I definitely like to spend time with my cat and dog and my kids. So my social health, you'll see girls' night, I'm part of my team here at school. I like to sit around the campfire, mom, and of course, staying up on social media. I also you have to put in some things that you do to relieve your stress. Here we are sleeping, spending time with my children, and I'm a list maker. I like to make lists so I stay organized. My influences are my grandmother, my family, and of course my religion plays into that. And then I put my role model here was my grandmother, Helen. She was patient, kind, and she was very giving of others, or to others. And then I added my 2 quotes down here. You only need 1 quote or something inspirational that you think about, your character traits, etc., etc. And I have 2 of my favorite quotes here on my vision board. So I have this printed off, and it's in my bathroom, on my bathroom mirror in the top corner. So I see it every morning when I'm getting ready for school, and I try to keep my eye on the prize. So that is the goal of your vision board. When you go to the vision board assignment, you will see, let me get you to Schoology here. When you go to the class, we're going to scroll down into Unit 1 here, and then we scroll on down to our vision board assignment. And right here is PDF instructions. So I want you to read through these instructions. You can download them if you choose to, but this tells you how to go to Pictochart. It says you can click on an infographic. I would just use the poster. It might keep it a little bit easier and a little bit cleaner. You sign in with your school account. You don't have to purchase anything. And this says 4 aspects of health. You guys know that we combined mental, emotional this year, and we're going to make it physical, social, and mental, emotional. So you only need 3. Some kids like to add more. They do spiritual, they do environmental. I'm happy with as long as you have the 3 that we've talked about in class. Then you must decide 3 ways that you keep each healthy. You've already done that in a previous assignment. You must have a long-term measurable specific goal. You've already done that in a previous assignment. So you're just adding everything that you've already done to one poster where you can keep your eye on the prize, keep your goals in your sights, and not forget where you're going. And then you must include 3 character traits along with your short-term goals. And then indicate 1 or 2 role models and put a quote in there that you like or any graphics. So basically your scoring guide looks like this. You need some sort of graphic in there. I want you to import a graphic. It can be anything, something that motivates you. I want your 3 aspects of health. Okay, so you have 3 here. There's 4 over here. Sorry about that. Your long-term goal, your 3 short-term goals, character traits, and a role model. Okay, you guys will not do the peer review if you're online. If you're in class with me, we will do a couple peer reviews. Make sure your classmates see everything that you're seeing. And then I will review that and give you a score. So that is the vision board assignment, you guys. So happy creating, and I hope that your assignment goes well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and email me.